What's up, everyone? How's your morning going, guys? So, give me 1 second. I'm setting everything up, but basically, I'm not looking anything really nice today. Market really moved a lot during the Asian session, which I expected. I actually expected that we're gonna see some movers this week, especially like tonight, and I think that's just because of, I guess, the last couple of days we weren't seeing that much volatility, like with like I guess the volume based, and like so I just think like as Wednesday started to open up, the volume started to hit, and then the Asian range, especially in the Asian range, the volume started to hit back again, and we just saw a lot of volume, which on JPY it's kind of unusual. I did take a D2 from yesterday. I know that it is a JPY holiday, so I kept that in mind, but I did close more than half at 2R, and then as well as I left about like 30% to let it hit my take profit, which was right over here, close to over the 400 800 400 800 EMA. It actually did not hit it, so whenever I woke up this morning, I basically closed the last of the majority of my position out right over here. So yeah, really nice winner. Like I said, like I was looking to short this from yesterday. If you guys were in my live stream yesterday, I was actually looking to short this. I like this idea a lot. We were off the significant level on the daily, and if you guys know me, like I love trading on the daily. Like I'm that kind of person that does really really well trading on the daily. So I saw that we were off a significant level. We are off the resistance one pivot. We are making higher lows, as you can see here, higher low. I mean, not higher lows, but lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and then basically we were rejecting a lot. So that's why I took this trade. I took about like 0.5% on this trade, and I got stopped down to profit, and then basically it again just resisted, like it didn't make it lower. It made a lower high from this point right over here, but basically just rejected the highs, which is something you guys want to see on D2s whenever, especially on GBP pairs, whenever you're seeing that price action is physically like it's struggling to go onto the highs. Like you can clearly see there's divergence from the day, and it's just struggling like a lot to reach the highs, reach the highs, reach the highs. That's a, I guess, a indication that this could be a really good D2, and especially if it's trying to reach the highs and making lower highs as well. That told me that price wanting to come down. So from there, I didn't take this like first break of the 50, but then eventually it pulled back, and then I did take this as it basically hit like it was the Asia high for the range, and then basically pulled back and broke the 50, and I got in about right there. Like I think on the close of the pivot, like on the 1 minute, I was making sure that the 1 minute close below the pivot, the daily pivot, and just basically, yeah, I took it like that, and it just fell down for about 2R from right over here, 2R from right over this little zone that I have in place, the previous low from here, and basically, I took the majority of my profits at this level, and then basically pulled back, retested the 21, and basically just again fell down for the rest of the Asian session. And yeah, I took advantage of it. I pulled out 2% out of this trade, which is really fucking nice. I was down about from yesterday. I was actually up because of this trade. I was up like about 1/4% for the week on this because of this trade, because I made 50%. I mean, not 50%, but a 0.50%. So on this trade, that pulled me up to about 2% for the week with this trade, 2.2% for the week. And so yeah, just like literally, like I'm sticking to the setups that I'm comfortable with. Not only that I'm comfortable with, but I know that I do really good at, and I see a good setup, so I'm gonna take it. You know, I know this wasn't the most high probable trade based on the higher time frame bias, but I made sure that, you know, the confluence was with me, the obviously the momentum was with me as well, because I'm a momentum trader when it comes into that. Like I love trading with momentum. I don't like, you know, basically my price stagnating and not doing anything. And I saw that we were having a lot of momentum toward the downside. As you can see here, as price was struggling to make the highs, we were seeing momentum right over here. So, you know, whenever I saw that, I took advantage of that, and you know, I traded the momentum toward the downside. So yeah, really just a really sick trade. Absolutely, you know, more than happy about this. As you can see here on the daily, you know, it rejected the 200 EMA right over here, and basically it's trying to fall down right now. So it could go all the way down toward the daily pivot. I mean, not the daily pivot, but the 50 EMA on the daily. That was like kind of a target that I was looking at. But yeah, I mean, like for what I see, you know, obviously like, it's making higher lows from right over here. But I think like we're at this kind of a wedge where, you know, as you can see here, a wedge. You know, if you put your trend line from right over here, and then you put your trend line from here and over there, like you clearly see that, you know, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So we're gonna see a breakout. Now, whether that breakout's gonna go to the upside or downside, it is, you know, basically debatable. But you know, I think that GJ is bearish. Like I really think that, you know, we're gonna see a break out of this, like, I guess, structure, this wedge, and we're going to see up to the downside. But that, again, that's me just basically, you know, forecasting. It's not like I'm not gonna try to place a trade based on my, you know, my forecast. But yeah, just basically want to show you guys my trade idea my trade that I had on GBP JPY. And yeah, so on GU, you know, whenever I was trading GJ last night, I saw that, you know, the liquid 50 was still in the buy zone, and it looked like, you know, from right over here we were gonna bounce. We were gonna bounce from the 50 on GU and basically go up. So you know, that's basically that. You know, this thing was already in the sell zone. It was clearly off the 50 and falling, and GU was basically not off the 50, but, you know, struggling. It was holding the 50, and I thought this thing was actually going to go up. So if it was going to go up, you know, more likely than not, the confluence of those two correlations of the pair, you know, could kick GJ up. So that's why, you know, again, like I tried to be out mostly at this position, but at the same time, I did not lock my stop into profit from this, because I thought it just needed a little bit more of room toward the just some room to move, especially right now with GJ on the 15-minute. Like it just needed, it was really volatile, so I just thought, hey, it needed some room. So instead of locking my stop into profit, what I did is I basically reduced my stop loss, reduced my risk on my stop loss. So basically I moved my stop loss from right over here to right over here in this pin low, right over here. So that's what I did, just to basically reduce my, I guess, my risk on that. My trade. So if I did got stopped out, I'll still be in profit for that trade. So yeah, that's exactly what I did, and yeah, it ended up really well in my direction. So right now we're not looking at anything significant, like, you know, UJ. It's not even in my watch list. I should take this out. Like, it's obviously, like, it's swapping. You know, there's some. You can clearly see from right over here that it's, you know, it's just basically looks bullish to me at the moment from right over here. GN, you know, nothing, like, it's just like we saw a lot of movers last night for sure. A lot of pairs are just basically max ADR. So I'm looking to trade that. I was looking at EuroCAD. It's just, you know, there's bearish divergers on it, which is quite unfortunate, but you know, it looks bull bias to me. Higher time frames are bull bias as well, which is something I really like. And give me 1 second. If bear does not wake up, bear is not up for some reason. Barrett's gonna be pissed whenever he sees the watch list today. He's like, oh my god, everything's shit. Oh my god, he left me on fucking voicemail. Oh my god. Dun, 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 dun. Appropriate 3U. ECAD-EU. I don't really have CHF JPY on my watch list at the moment, so I don't know. I don't really trade CHF pairs. Like, it's just so slow. EN, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back to EN. I don't think I want to trade Euro pairs right now. I mean, the bias is there. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, from like seeing these fucking EU volatility, like, look at this. From yesterday, from EuroCAD and EuroJPY, and Monday as well. Like, come on. I'm kind of skeptical on trying to trade, I guess, like, just Euro pairs in general. But, I mean, if there's obviously a good setup, then I'm going to take it. But if it's like a really shitty setup, like, nah. I'm good for today. I made like 2% on my GJ trade, so I'm more than happy about that. I'm green for the week. You know, I pulled my loser from being, about down for about 0.60% for the week. And then till Wednesday, like today, I'm up 2.2% for the week. So, I mean, like, come on, like, that's, I stuck to my rules. I, did like the proper stuff based on my trading plan, and I got out of my red day, and I'm green for the week now. So yeah, that's exactly what matters. Just sticking to the proper setups. Always. CAD JPY. I don't know. I don't do really well with CAD, NZD, or CHF pairs. I guess Bear was oversleeping. Alright, so you're a CAD, that's part of my watch list, but I don't know, like, that's interesting to see that, from right over here, that I had this level that I had drawn up. But it's just, nothing looks clean on that yet. Maybe I'll pull back toward the 50. GCAD, it's swapping liquid 50. EMAs are just basically like not properly there. I think this is like, so whenever the EMAs are in trend, bullish, but it's below basically the trend EMAs, and you can see like the 50, the 200, or whatever. I would call that something called inverted EMAs. But this is just me. It's not based on the course or anything like that. This is just like my term of calling it, where I say inverted EMAs, because just basically, like, the EMAs look bullish, but price action basically broke through all the EMAs. It's below all the 4 EMAs before the EMAs are actually starting to move. Like, as you can see here, it's starting to move properly toward, kind of like a downshift and kind of like a downtrend with the short-term EMAs. But whenever, like, I guess, like, price just basically falls down before the EMAs can like properly shift, I call that inverted EMAs. And I mean, part of the checklist is, you have to be careful with that, because whenever you're trading EMAs that are, obviously like in trend, or like, bullish, like this, you have to be careful if you're trying to short it. But at the same time, whenever it's below all the EMAs, then, and you're trying to, I guess, like, if you were shorting it and you were shorting like from right over here, and basically like all the EMAs were, price action was, below, was basically like below all the EMA, so there was no resistance, or there's no resistance basically, or I mean there's no, like, I guess, support in the way, so that's a point toward your direction, but at the same time it could pull back, and basically, like, just because the EMAs are, in trend or in the opposite trend of your direction, it could pull back and stop you out. All right, Barrett's calling me. Let's see. Hello? Are you up now, bro? Did you really? Oh my god, bro. Whenever I woke up like at 3:30, like, bro, I was so fucking dead too. Like, I was like I thought today was Friday for some fucking apparent reason. I was like, shit, it's Friday already. But no. Like, from the first like 30 seconds, like, I don't even know where I'm at, what I'm doing, or something like that. So it takes me like a minute to fully wake up. But get on Discord. Get on Discord for the call. GJ, but bro, bro, GJ fucking fell down, literally, so fucking hard. Like I said yesterday, I pulled 4R. Yeah, GJ, I pulled 4R on that. Yeah, it's fucking sick. So I'm up 2%, 2.2% on the week. So fucking, I was red. Now I'm fucking back. Let's go. Wake yourself up and then get on the Discord. Alright, bud. Go for a run. Well, get on the Discord. Alright, see ya. This is the same kind of person who just basically like oversleeps. Just kidding. No, he's just, I guess, like, every trader struggles with this, trying to wake up properly and, like, get out of bed whenever, like, you're really fucking tired. I think it happens to everyone, especially me, where I just don't want to wake up. So, EA, bullish divergence from right over here. So I honestly think we're going to see this pop up higher today. EJ basically just fucking demolished. This camera just literally demolished the pivot, and it just demolished the high of ADR. GF, nah. I was looking at this to take it long. I honestly think we're going to see something bullish on this. So I may look at the 5-minute, see what we could have here. So I know I don't want to trade it on the 1-minute as of yet, because I was basically, why I didn't want to trade on the 1-minute was I wanted to be careful. I wanted to make sure that there's enough confidence on this trade before I take it. On the 15-minute, I know there was divergence, and I know this thing pulled back from the D2 from over here and then toward the 200 EMA. And from what I saw that, looks like bulls are trying to take control of this pair today. So I honestly think we could see a green day on stocks. So to keep that in mind as well, basically I want to make sure that there's enough confidence in my side. Obviously the higher time frames are bull buys, like, obviously bull buys, but on the 15-minute, 5-minute, and 1-minute, those are the three things I'm trading in long. Those are the only three time frames that I have to worry about and make sure that I'm like confident, and there's enough probabilities and confluence toward my direction. So That's on the 1 minute. Yeah, as you can see here, it's already in the buy zone. It is properly making structure from here. So higher highs, and then higher highs from right over here. So it is properly making structure. So for me, right now on the 5 minute, the only thing I'm waiting is I actually want to pull back. I want to actually trade a pullback, and just because I know that if I pick this trade up, it's probably going to pull back. So whenever, even if it hits the 200 EMA or whatever, I actually want to basically get a pullback on that. So obviously, like, we're probably going to see some resistance on pin levels from right over here, just because US 100 really rejects off really hard off these pin levels. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. I want, like, you know, if it goes like 2R, I just want to pull back and trade the pullback properly with proper risk to reward and you know, confidence in my side, and then as well as, yeah. So that's basically what I'm looking at the moment. You know, trying to trade it to the upside. So yes, sir. But everything else, to be honest, like right now on Forex, doesn't look really too shabby. Like, it doesn't look too good at all. So, yeah, JPCHF, and that's on my Weeble on my watch. So Euro USD. I think honestly that right now there's nothing good in Forex. Like, you know, Euro pairs are like what's keeping me what I like because of the bias. But right now at London session, like, there's nothing really good. You know, it's obviously like it's gonna be overbought soon. It's just pulling up really fucking hard. Euro JPY, same thing. It's, it's probably gonna be past ADR, to be quite frank with you guys. And then, like, obviously I could have, you know, if someone wants to be aggressive, they could trade this pullback and count this as like a higher low, stop here, entry right over here, take it up to the pivot right over here, and then for the partial profits, and then take it from right over here. But that's a little bit aggressive, but it makes sense if you're trying to take it long. So again, like, it'll be probably like something like this, and you get more than 2R toward the ADR. So taking partial profits toward this pivot, and then profit at ADR, or take profit at ADR. But, you know, you have to be careful with these pin lows right over here, because you're probably going to get, you know, some kind of pullback on these pin lows. You can see that price is it's been trying to pass the highs, the previous highs from right over here. So you got to be careful with that. But other than that, yeah, Euro ED, Euro JBP. You know, it's just basically, it's literally shooting up to the moon. Like, these candlesticks are just basically so fucking, like, holy crap. Resistance 3 already on the pivots. That's fucking insane. Like, it's literally a fucking rocket ship, guys. I'm not kidding. It's fucking rocket ship. It's like the new rocket, Falcon X. But anyways, yeah, nothing really good. EuroCAD, just basically bullish. I want to see a pullback from right over here. But we don't see a pullback, then that's completely fine, to be honest. It could go my direction. I don't care. I just, like, right now, I want to make sure that there's enough, I guess, confluence and probabilities toward my trade. So yeah, EuroCAD, just everything looks so fucking blown out right now. New York session, we could probably see reversal, or we could see a reversal next 2 hours, and then a continuation toward that reversal, or a continuation toward the upside during New York session. But right now, like, Euro pairs are just fucking going wild right now. UJ looks like bullish. We're going to see some bullish structure from right over here. GJ. I guess Lindsay was in EJ. Yeah, there's a lot of D1 ideas. Too bad I wasn't awake on all of them. Only GJ I was actually in. So she was actually taking it long from right over here. A D1 off the 50 right over here. Where's her? Yeah, right over here. Yeah, that's just a freaking clean fucking trade. Honestly, I think that EJ, I was looking at EJ, I liked EJ a lot. Euro USD, I liked a lot as well from last night. I think EJ probably, I don't know, we'll see. I'll mark all these things up, but I want to see some kind of, EJ was really good for the D1, so as you can see here, you know, holds the structure, goes up, you know, hits the pivot right over here, and it's making, you know, it breaks the 50 first time, pulls back on it, you know, and it's kind of making, you know, higher highs, so higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, from right there, higher low structure. So honestly, I would have probably, like, after this pullback right over here, I probably would have gotten in from right over here, just like that. And then unless I get, I don't know, the divergent line would be something to keep in mind in this pivot line. So not the cleanest trade, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, if she took it on the first break of the 50, maybe she could have more risk to reward to take it to the upside. So, like from right over here, if she took the first break of the 50, you know, possibly 1.4 R, so not like 2 R right away, but personally, if I took this trade, I think I wouldn't have taken it because there wasn't enough risk reward toward the divergent line and the pivot. So I don't know. I don't think I would have taken the trade, to be honest. But, you know, obviously this pair goes all the way up to 4R, which is a really good return. But she could have taken a shift candle from right over here, I believe. Or basically not really, just because, I mean, the candle shifts from right over here. But it hasn't crossed the liquid 50 yet. Maybe it crosses it on the next candle. Yeah, it does. So you could kind of use this as risk to reward. But again, the replay button is not like 100% accurate. from that, but you know, really good trade. You know, it obviously goes her direction really well. I want to see the markup that she actually sent on the VIP group because I didn't actually see it fully, but I don't think she posted it. Um, oh, they're both C setups, so that's something in mind. EU and EJ are both C setups. I don't know if she took the shift candle or if she took the D1, but obviously if she took this as kind of a risk to reward, kind of a shift candle, then you know, I could see that a bit better than the D1, maybe. You know, because she took it right over here, like, who knows? So I think she took it on the D1 though. But from, you know, the low of ADR and the high, the Asia high, I mean the Asia low from right over here, it makes a total sense for that. So, you know, really fucking nice trade. Congrats to her. It's really good trade. Let's see. She took the D1. Alright. Yeah. I don't know. I think... Oops. There's 100 right there. Yeah, but congrats to her. That's a really good trade. I don't think I would have personally traded it just because of the diversion line right over here. And then as well as, I guess you're still in the Asian range, as well as you are bouncing from the Asia low, but you're still in the Asian range. There's divergence against your direction with the diversion line, and then the pivot. The resistance one pivot is in the way. So I personally wouldn't have taken this trade, but yeah, it goes really well toward her direction. Like obviously, if you know, take your little bias or whatever, you can clearly see that it's a proper G1. It's, you know, liquid 50 is right there. The EMAs are obviously fucking bullish, and then you can see it hold the 50 and just go up. So obviously, like it's a good D1 on that matter of, you know, how the entry and exit was. But like, you know, personally for me, I don't think I would have taken it. But you know, a really fucking awesome winner, you know, for a Tuesday, for a Wednesday, really nice winner. I don't know. I know today is a JPY holiday. But for me, I did close JPY as soon as I woke up this morning. So that was a matter of fact where, again, like today's a JPY holiday and anything could happen. And yeah, I know we saw really fucking insane volatility from right over here, but I honestly think that's not. I don't think that's JPY related. That's actually euro related. So the euro was affecting that pair most of, you know, than the JPY. And if we go to USD JPY, you can clearly see a little. That makes more sense, you know, on what the price structure is doing. So it looks, you know, kind of choppy to me with these wicks right over here. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Today is a JPY holiday, today and tomorrow. And you know what our rules tell us to do is, especially our systems, is not to trade on like news events. And you know, JPY bank holiday, that's obviously a news event. You're trading basically against the trend. I'm not against the trend, but you're trading against the volume. So the volume's not going to be there because the banks are closed. And yeah, obviously there's fucking hedge funds, you know, banks in the United States and other countries or whatever. But you know, just think about, like, the banks in UJ are closed. Like, what are, you know, who uses UJ a lot? Who uses the currency on a daily basis? Obviously Japan. And like, you know, since the banks are closed, the volume is not going to be there. So I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to be trading, you know, whenever the volume isn't officially there. So for this right now, I feel like we're probably gonna see a pop. So pop and then a fall basically. So I'm starting to keep my bias because I really think on stocks today we're gonna see something green. Which, you know, it's a good thing for me because I'm actually investing into stocks at the moment since yesterday. I literally bought like a fucking shit ton of, I guess, silver and diversified my portfolio with silver. So I bought, basically silver, physical silver. I bought basically silver off I guess you could say online, where like I like, I don't know, I don't really like buying, I don't really want to like buy physical silver because like again, I live in Oklahoma and I don't know, anything could happen around here, so I don't want to like physically like have it in my room or something whenever I move out to a new apartment. Like I don't want to physically have it there, like like what is the purpose of that? Like I would rather just have it, you know, through the online, through online stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I took some, I bought some stocks that I thought had really good potential. As you can see here in the gold to silver ratio, this is what I was looking at. This is why I liked, where we were at. So the silver to gold to silver ratio tells you basically, the how much ounces it takes to buy gold from silver. So it takes 84 right now. But on the one daily, we were at this key level that I saw. So we could see that, price respected the 800 EMA. So from right over here, we were at this key level from here. So I basically started buying some from right over here. So, it's at 84 right now. It's been literally falling since March. So literally since the coronavirus, it's been falling. So, I mean, just it's a good thing for silver investors, as this gap started to widen and widen and widen, that means that it's gonna be more precious, and it's gonna the value of silver obviously is gonna the miners are gonna be more interested in that because it takes less silver to buy gold, and a lot of people, especially the companies, the mining companies, they're gonna be really useful with that. And so I invested in one of my companies. I invested in FSM, Fortuna Silver Mines. And so, basically what I was looking at is I was looking at the daily. And so we were basically at these highs. We had bullish divergence here. Not here, where is it? So from right over here, I guess you could say, bullish divergence here, and here, and here, and here. So, for me, we're seeing a gap up to 637 right now. So for me, basically, I saw the potential for this to go up to 9 cents, and I actually bought some options on. I put some, I guess, put longs on this on specifically FSM. Let me just add this to. But anyway, so my idea is, so we're at 637 now. We're probably going to see a key level off to, right over here to around 680, and then another key level off right over here to 7 cents, and then obviously my target is at 9 cents, which is basically going to be almost the all-time high. If you guys think, like literally almost the all-time high. So it's a bit aggressive with my options, but at the same time I only pay like the premium for it, so I'm not like, I'm not like fucked or anything. And if I'm in profit, I'm obviously going to close that trade. So I'll let you guys know more about it. There's a head and shoulders right over here, so that's a key level that I want to look at for sure. Little head and shoulders level right over here at basically at 9 cents, and as well as psychological level. So obviously, like $4, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like just flat out cents. That's going to be a key level to look for. So I may just take partial profits as we go up from these levels right over here. But yeah, that's basically, I invested on a couple of silver and mining stocks, and yeah, just this FSM is literally 8% on like pre-market, so that's fucking insane. So I honestly think we're going to see a giant rise on this next couple of days as silver starts to increase its value. Look at it right now. We're looking at 15-minute. We saw this fucking big rise in the last 2 days. We were seeing these incredible fucking rise on it. Literally, what is it, like almost at the all-time highs? Yeah, literally all-time highs right now. So I was looking at that. Just want to make sure that I'm not fucking. I'm making sure that I'm keeping an eye on this entry. But anyway, so again, like we're on all-time highs on silver, and it's a perfect time to start buying. And I think you guys could be late on this. but you know, it's time to take advantage of, you know, buying some silver. So that's basically what I was looking at. I bought some options, I bought some stocks, I bought some physical silver. I haven't bought gold yet at the moment, but I am in the future gonna buy gold. So yeah, but we're seeing a pullback right now on the gold to silver ratio. You know, right now at the daily, we looks like that we just, you know, we may continue to go lower, probably down to the weekly like maybe 800, which is gonna be fucking insane. It hasn't been this low since probably like, yeah, 20 from like the beginning of the year. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I honestly think we're gonna see a proper good rise on this. But you know, I bought a lot of silver yesterday, so I'm, you know, I'm excited about that. I'm excited for the new investment, I guess. You know, and FSM again, you know, looks really good to take it long. We could possibly see it go all over to the all-time highs. Now obviously blows divergence from right over here. Clearly see that, you know, price is falling, RSI is rising, breaks the 50, 200, and the 800 EMA is nowhere to be seen because the stock is not it hasn't been, like, I guess, like active or open for that long on the weekly for the 800 EMA. So, but yeah, we're almost at that first level right here, 692, and then 756. So yeah, excited about that. 8.8% on that. All my option trade and my stock trade. I'm literally up, like, on both of them, on both of those positions combined. I'm literally up 11%, which is fucking insane. So I'm really excited about that. But honestly, like with those kind of investments, those are only money that I'm willing to lose. So you know, definitely keep that in mind. Where, you know, stocks are a bit more dangerous to trade and risky, and options are risky too as well. I guess Ryan took a trade on EA. Looks like. Yeah, right now it's just choppy. I think you have to be careful today if you're trying to take some kind of trade today. You could obviously try trading the momentum, but you know, again, guys, be careful for today because we did see a lot of, I guess, momentum already. So we could see just basically a stagnation of price right now. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we're seeing a rejection off this level right over here. I honestly think we can see possibly a drop on this, on GJ still, because on the 1 hour, if we look at the 1 hour, you know, yes, we are off the resistance 1 pivot, and the 400 800 EMA is right there, but I feel like it still has potential toward the downside. Excuse me. So yeah, I mean, I like, you know, clearly these rejections were right there. So, you know, possibly, you know, price going toward the 50. If it breaks the 50 on the 4 hour, I expect it to go to the daily 50 EMA, which is right over here. my pivot point indicator. I mean, you could just, it's just pivot points traditional. Like it's like the first pivot point you guys see on the indicator list. If you go to Trading View, like right over here, just you just put pivots, and it's just pivots traditional, which I already have it on, so it's not going to show up. So just pivot points traditional should be there. Pretty good, Ben Spencer. Alright, and also guys, my video will be coming out this week, I mean today, for my loss, my losers, so keep that in mind. I just couldn't upload it yesterday because of the, I guess because my internet, not my internet, but my power went out because of the storm. So, should be uploaded by today in the afternoon. But yeah, nothing really good. I'm just looking to take US 100 long right now. CSF JPY. I don't even know if I have that in my watch list. Yeah, obviously bull bias right there. EMAs are a little biased. Is there a D1 off here? Nope. No D1 there yet. A little candle formation right over here. Candle formation action. Fucking action right over here. But it's pulling back. And it's an overextended candle in my opinion. But yeah. I don't know, it could go up today. We'll just have to wait for like a pullback toward the 50, obviously. Looks like there's some divergence. Maybe this pullback right over here. Right there. But yeah. could go up, could go down. Probably on JPY bias, you know. It's been bullish from like the last couple of days. 1 hour bullish, 4 hour, probably some bullish EMAs. TDI, liquid 50 is in the buy zone, but it is swapping liquid 50. Daily EMAs are, you know, bullish, but not. They're in trend right now, and liquid 50 is bullish. So, yeah, higher time frames definitely toward the bullish side. Yeah, from right over here. Divergence is right there. But honestly, I don't know. Nothing looks really good right now. Maybe on like CAD pairs, where we're gonna see like some kind of pullback. Maybe. I wouldn't personally try taking a D2 on this. Like, obviously the higher time frames are bull bias. So if you take a D2, it's, you know, it's definitely going to be a low probable trade, in my opinion. Plus no like confirmation of structure toward the downside. But GJ, like, taking a D2. I mean, obviously, like, from right over here, like, it makes sense to me. If it was off a key level. 1 hour. Yeah, it's off the resistance 1 level. Not really a key level in my opinion, but it is off a significant level. And it didn't physically touch the 800 EMA. From right over here. But it is off the 21. I guess as you could say. But honestly, I think this is just a pullback. It looks like a pullback to me. I honestly don't think we're going to see maybe a pop all the way up. But that's just my opinion. Just my bias. Like, based on the daily, from what I'm seeing right over here. We rejected really hard from here. Look at this pin. Like, come on. That pin should tell you something. Whenever you're rejecting off that pin, right over here, that pin is like literally 50 pip. Like, what? Like 50 pips. So, I don't know, we'll see. Honestly, like, I think we could just see a drop on GJ. I think this is just a pullback. But we'll see. If it breaks the 50 on the 15 minute, if it breaks the 50, then, you know, most likely it could maybe see a rise up to probably around somewhere around this key level right over here. But I mean, taking that D2 from right over here. I mean, if you look at the 1 minute, like, the structure could be so much better, in my opinion. From right over here, you know, like, obviously divergent. It's making higher lows from here. Breaks the 50. That's what you stop here, entry here, and then it's going up. So I mean, the structure could be a little bit better, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see what it does. I want to see what it does toward this zone and the 800 EMA. And then if we see like basically a stagnation on top of that, I'll maybe look to get out. But that's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I think GJ would go down on this. I think, you know, just basically it's respecting structure. Like, GJ on the 15-minute was respecting structure. Now, there's a lot of pullback. As you can see on GJ, there's been a lot of pullbacks on it. So, pullback, 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 especially whenever it broke the 50, pullback, pullback, pullback. And, you know, we saw this massive drop, so obviously we're gonna expect a pullback. But I honestly think we're gonna see a pullback, but we're not gonna see a continuation of that pullback toward the upside. We're probably just gonna see, you know, a pullback and then a reversal toward the continuation of, I guess, my trade idea. So, yeah, that's just my opinion, though. So, just be careful with that. Lock your stop. Take some partial profits if you need to. That I guess that D1, as you could say, would most likely be a C setup, more than a C setup. So I'll be careful on that. Um, but yeah, and not all the higher time frames are like bullish. You know, it's not like, you know, like a really high time frame bullish pair that's telling you to, you know, buy it, buy it, buy it. Because like on the 1 hour, you know, I mean that's obviously like, you know, clear see that's bullish. So that's the only indication of you to buy that pair. But it has been swapping liquid 50 from right over here. So some kind of indecision on the liquid 50, as you can see from the time before that. And then just basically overbought from right over here and bearish divergence. 4 hour, you know, it's off a key level as well from these wicks back in as you could say back in 16th of June of 2020. This is why I took GJ as well. Not only was it off the 200 EMA, but it was off a key level back in the 16th of June, so about a couple of weeks ago. So that should tell you something that, hey, you know, price has been rejecting it, and look how beautiful it is. Like, it literally rejects straight off this level. You know, that's a key level right there for you guys. And it's, you know, so much fucking drawings. Holy shit. But yeah, that's what I was looking at from right over here. That key level of rejection. And then basically from this key level, it literally dropped all the way down to about 1.31741. So, I mean, yeah, head and shoulders right over here, drops, and then, you know, bullish divergence from right over here. It touches the 800 EMA, pulls back, and then it is making higher highs on the 4 hour. But we'll see. You know, that's why you know, it could go either direction. But for me, I'm personally bearish on it. One daily, you know, EMAs are bearish from right over here. Clear C EMAs are bearish, which is, I mean, I look at the daily trend, and I look at the daily structure more than anything else, than the 4 hour, than the 1 hour. I mean, I use the 1 hour and 4 hour as confirmations, but to, like, I love trading off significant levels on a daily because it's so accurate, and then I love, like, making sure that I'm, you know, the trend on the daily is correct as well. So, and I've always been kind of like a bear on GJ as well. Just literally back since I guess GJ was ever like traded, it's been bearish. It's been clearly bearish. Like, I did a full scale analysis, you know, about like 2 years ago, where I was like, you know, GJ looks like a good investment to, like, I guess, like, sell. But you can see here, like, it's been making lower highs from right over here. 2000, what is, like, 2007. So yeah, it looks like for me, like, it is off a key level already. If you're like, it's struggling to break this point, but we could see a drop on that, so we'll see. But anyways, I should probably look at my trade. Yeah, the original top on the 15 minute and the 3 sessions. So we'll see. You know, I'm personally bearish on it, but again, price could do literally anything it fucking wants. So, and it's also a JPY holiday, so there's gonna be not unpredicted, but like just unprecedented like volatility where it's hard to kind of find the proper direction where it's going. We're seeing a rise on NASDAQ.
We believe black. Lives matter. Listen, share, and learn at youtube.com/YouTube.
Yeah, it's moving up. Just let it do its thing. We'll see what it does. I know GJ can fake you out sometimes. So, if the momentum is there, let it do its thing. We'll see what it wants to do officially on the on the last 15-minute close of this candle. We'll see what is, I guess, what it really wants to do. But it did, I guess, close above the 50 right over here. I mean, it's not really off a key level. Are you talking about these wicks right over here? I wouldn't really count that as a key level. I know it's off a pivot point, but that's not really a key level. One daily. Yeah, I mean, obviously from right over here, from this candle, from the bodies of this candle and I guess where it opens up, you can count that as a key level, but not a key level. I mean, like a level, but I wouldn't really count anything as a key level. Like, I guess to take it up, to take it long, to take it short, I see that on the 4-hour, it's obviously on the 4-hour from right over here, rejects that. Rejects the pivot point, and on the daily it rejects the 200 EMA. So those are key levels right there. The 200 EMA is a key level right there. But we'll see what it does. I think the momentum will die out, and then we'll see what it really wants to do. Yeah, it should be good. It should be great like a C, in my opinion, because you know you're fighting against the liquid 50. I know EMAs are in trend for you, but as well you have to be careful with the liquid 50, especially whenever you're like on the, I guess from over here. Man, my teeth are hurting. Fuck. I need to get my wisdom teeth out. That's gonna be a fucking pain to take out. Looks like it's trying to push up.
Get ready for a new play.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this.
Personalized for you. With new release mix, your mix, and Discover Mix, you'll easily find music that you love. Play them now in the YouTube Music app.
scalping it. Scalp it here. I'm working on some couple of new systems for myself personally. I might share it with you guys later on, probably by the end of the year. I think my trading style has definitely like improved a lot, and I've been able to do a lot of stuff that I, you know, to make money based on risk to reward. So it's pretty excited. You know, I think, you know, with the future of A's effects, I think, you know, having the I guess the management of different kind of systems will really help a lot of traders, not I guess beginner traders, but I guess advanced traders, to really tune out the system that really works for them really well. So I don't know, I feel like that could be something for you guys in the future, where we have more systems. But obviously these systems cannot be something easy. You know, these systems are gonna have to be like fully graded out to the max, or like, you know, lots of back testing for it, you know, making sure what is the risk reward ratio, the average win rate on each single freaking trade and each single freaking pair, you know, how much the setup appears on each day, how much the setup appears on each week, how much the setup appears on each month. It's gonna have to be like really properly back tested. Oh, I definitely see that's, I guess you could say, like support on GJ on this 1 minute, on the 1 hour. I wouldn't really call. I mean, it is like a, I guess, a support level, but whenever you're drawing zones, obviously, you know, it's important to see that, you know, where price has rejected it in the previous days. And look at that wick. That tells me something. That something could happen. Either go up or go down. But anyways, for the 60-minute, like I looked at the markup that Craig sent on the Facebook group, and like from right over here, you know, you can clearly see that price is, you know, rejected off this level. But for me, it's not really a key level at all, and it's not like it obviously it's a broken key level as it breaks down, and then again from right over here it rejects it. But it's not like something that I will really call significant at all, because it's broken. First of all, yes, it tried rejecting it, but it's not a clear zone, or I guess resistance zone that I keep an eye on. You know, whenever I look for my zones, I want it to be, you know, a clear indication of support or resistance. And for me, yeah, this is a kind of support for sure. But I honestly would not look to that to actually take it long at all, for my opinion, because it has to, for my zones to be actually like a proper zone, it has to be kind of like a bulge zone. Whenever what Austin was talking about, whether it's, you know, the one or two wicks off that key level, and then the bodies connecting to the bodies of that candle. So for example, like, you know, from price action to here, if it even broke, from price action to here, something like that, where, you know, like I would connect my zones like this, something like that. Not really. Whenever I connect my zones, I always move it to left to right. Look at your chart, guys, to left to right. Don't look at it as like, you know, the whole thing. Like, it's just you're going from left to right. See what price is telling you from left to right. It'll basically make things easier for you guys. I also include wicks I do like wick zones, where I choose out the wicks for the zone. But, you know, I just personally like that because for me it's been an accurate way to I guess just find support and resistance. So it's good for, I guess, like for me to take partial profits off with, from what I've seen. And on US 100, just because it respects wick zones really a lot, and wick I guess lines and support, I will usually, you know, try taking partial profits around here. So for me, it's a good way to take partial profits. But like from right over here, like this zone, like, you know, just wicks like respecting it, and respect the bodies of the candle respecting it as well. That's what I look for usually on zones. And then as well as, you know, I very rarely will I see like kind of like a bulge where there's 3 or 4 wicks coming out of, you know, one area. That's what Austin was talking about a couple months ago. I think 2 months ago or 1 month ago, about like, you know, trading the bulge of the candle, like from right over here. That's like 3 wicks. I don't know. It's nothing like this. A bulge is kind of like how a bulge looks like. It's basically, so wick, basically the candles right here, wick, 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 and then the bodies are all connected to that, and then that would be like a bulge. You know, it's off a key level, the bodies are connected to the zone, the wicks are touching the zone as well. So, you know, that would be kind of like what we call a bulge, where, you know, 4 wicks toward that resistance or support, and then the candles are connected to the candles itself are connected to the zone. It's kind of hard to fucking describe without a clean example, but very rarely will I see a bulge, at least from what I've seen.
early bird thing, and I think that if you stay on the path that you have found, I think there's more success in your future than you can even understand. You're young, you're hungry, don't lose that. That's it. Stay motivated, bro, and it's going to pay off. Cool. Well, listen, everybody, thank you for your time. We appreciate you being here. Brandon, I'm going to make sure we put the Instagram link for you down in the description so everybody can go follow you there. And drop a comment, let us know if you guys have any questions for Brandon. We can want to talk about FTMO and do a round two.
Yeah, Nasdaq, it's just doing its own thing. Usually, it likes to hold support on these levels and EMAs. But for me, for this week on my rules, I have to wait for a pullback to get in. Because last week I got in too early. I mean, don't get me wrong, I won a lot on these trades. Like, I won, like, most of all these trades that I got into. Even though, like, the first time I was a bit early. I'm just going to have to be a little bit careful. I know this is not the 1 minute where, you know, it's not going to pull back from right over here. But we'll see, we'll see. Low. We're already past ADR on usually what, like 3 cents or $3? That looks like 3 cents, like 30 cents on ADR. We're already past that. It looks like it's holding.
EU. I think, to be honest, to take it long today, Euro CAD will be probably the best bet today. so we'll see what it does. Looks like it's rejecting off the Asia high. Or I rejected off the Asia high. But there probably wasn't divergence there. Yeah.
pasta and ad starts. YouTube Premium has ad-free videos, so you can serve dinner without ad breaks. Try YouTube Premium with 1 month free and cook uninterrupted.
Alright. Yeah, EC pulled back. So, it is what it is. I want to see a pullback on... I don't know, I don't want to trade a pullback on the 1 minute. I want to trade a pullback on the 5 minute.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So I have another pretty interesting conversation today. We're gonna jump in. This is Brandon. Brandon, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you being here.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here today with you, Austin. Thank you for having me.
Dude, of course. I feel like what I'm trying to do with these YouTube conversations, you see them with Chase. I have one coming out with Barrett, with Ryan, Lindsay, Alex, Gwendolyn. I'm just trying to highlight the success in our group because I think that what speaks louder about what we do, other than having real people saying that it works in reality today. So I want to jump into, all the success that you have found with the XFX systems and our community so far. But before we get into all of that, can you maybe set the stage for us a little bit, kind of backtrack to where, how'd you get into trading? Where was it Forex first, and how long ago was that?
Well, actually, I started thinking about business when I was 15 years old because I was thinking, well, I've always liked the thought of money, right? Not really like physical money. I like money, right? But like what you can do with it, right? So I was like, I was around 14 or 15,000. I was telling some people in the big time stuff, and I was like, what do you do? Like, they're like, oh, I'm a business owner. So I was like, damn, okay. And I started getting into business. I started listening to a lot of entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And I read my first book around 15 years old. It was Rich Dad Poor Dad by Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. And that's what he introduced to me. And I took it to that's his life and started getting more balance. And it taught me how to reach assets and reward liability, right? And so I started looking into this and it showed me like management projects, how you have a self-employed, the employee, the entrepreneur, right? And I want to do business, but I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't want to trade time for money. I want to trade money for money. So that's what I started looking into. First it was e-commerce, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, and I started getting into stocks. I was like, no, it's not very bad. Then I found out about Forex trading, about stocks and profits and all these Instagram groups, always that. I was already excited about this. So and I went on there, I started making videos first. That's where a lot of people start. So that's when I started getting into the Forex trading industry, and then I spent like probably 5 months in the course, and I started being consistent, but not the way I wanted to. I still wasn't like there was like the course that I got, they never just fixed like how to treat this real business, proper risk management, and how to work with the taxes and all that stuff. It wasn't until I found their course, which is XFX, that it really touched base on all this, and like how they're starting to make markets.
free, so you'll never have to stop your how-tos to skip an ad. It has background play, so whether you're working out to music or listening to a podcast, your sound won't stop playing if you lock your screen. And it has mobile downloads, so you can keep learning and getting better even when you don't have Wi-Fi or data. Upgrade to YouTube Premium today. Try 1 month on us and watch uninterrupted.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, you see it's rejecting off the divergent line right over here. As you can see, no trades today. We'll see. What time is it? 6:45. Uh-huh. We'll see. I know they have an earnings report. Something that I was looking at on stocks was basically, we go to watch this today. I don't know, should I be trading stocks? I used to trade stocks back in last year. I used to trade like kind of like I was basically a momentum trader where I tried trading like the hottest stocks where they were up in pre-market and they were a catalyst toward the news. They're a catalyst to the news, and so my cousin is a stock trader. He's actually a momentum trader for the stocks. So he basically trades like the market open really well, and he makes a lot of fucking money with that. So he was teaching me basically how to properly, momentum trade stocks. So I did learn a lot from him. The reason why I chose Forex over stocks was because of, I guess, like, the unpredictability whenever it came to, the market open and the volatility. I thought it was too much for me. But yeah. Pre-market. CCR. It gapped up to around 25%. Actually, not that a lot, and there's not that big movers. Yesterday we saw, I believe, OBO gap up to 50%, which that was pretty insane. But yeah, we'll see what the market opens, what it does. Caesars Entertainment. I think that's like the Caesars Palace. Gordon Ramsay, but it basically gapped up 25% on pre-market. Probably a catalyst. So from like $12 a share to about $38 a share. So holy shit, it gapped up pretty fucking hard. That's insane. Yeah, I think this was a stock yesterday, OMI, where it gapped up. So for like the previous day, I believe it gapped up from like $6 or $8 from right over here. I believe yesterday. I think this was a stock that was 50% gapped up. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just looking at this percentage change. Yeah, it's fucking insane. Actually, I'm fucking reading this wrong. This is a fucking 81% change on this, 42%, 52, like 209%. I've been reading this wrong. These fucking big ass gaps. Oh my god. I know this is from he was at $12 a share to 38. That's insane. I wonder what is the catalyst for that? What are the catalysts? Is there any? But that's insane. Plot. But yeah, I don't know what is the catalyst. How do you find the news? Because I know on like usually whenever I trade stocks, like actually like momentum trade stocks, I use TD, a major trader, and then you could clearly see the news events that happens there. But on TradingView, you can't really see the news events. This is dumb. Yeah, I don't know where the fucking news events are. I don't know what the catalyst is on this. Biotech, Pharma, Meditech. Where's miners? Where's biotech? Because that would make sense. If it's gapped up, but it isn't. See is your entertainment. But anyways, yeah, there must be some kind of catalyst on that. So on the open with this stock, for momentum traders, they usually look to trade that. And what the fuck? On US 100, just basically doing its thing. You know, it's 7 o'clock, so no trades for me today. I don't know if I'm going to be taking a trade. Maybe on EuroCAD if we see like a pullback toward the 50. We're right over here. But I don't know, everything else like EA, I don't know, like EA looks like it maybe want to come down. Maybe you could take in a D1 off here if there was something presented off the 800 EMA. To take it short. I think Ryan was trying to take this short, so he could have just been a little bit early. Yeah, it is divergence though. So from right over here, breaks over 50, pulls back. I would have like entered right over here to take it short. My entry would have been right there on EA if I was going to enter. EJ. Yeah, nothing looks good on EJ. EU. Nah. The 50 is right over here. Still has a long way to go if I want to look for a D1. So I think EuroCAD will be the best bet, to be honest. We'll just need to see some kind of resistance and then a reversal toward the 50. EA. It's in the sell zone. No, it just first breaks the 50, but it is trying to make basically a kind of like a higher low from a lower high from right over here. So, yeah. Looks like there's some bullish divergence right over here. But yeah, I don't know. Like EA just gonna do its thing. I think with like having both divergence up and down, it does keep like a good indecision on that. But I feel like this thing will go lower at the end of the day, at least toward the diversion line right over here. Which there's definitely enough risk to reward to take it down toward here and then toward the zone. EMAs are bearish. Higher time frames are bearish. Liquid 50s in the sell zone is not rising, so that's good. Finally seeing a pullback on US 100. Finally, we're seeing that pullback that I was expecting. Finally. See where the pullback's going to take it. Toward the 50th, see if we see a bounce here. Oh, I guess Austin was fucking taking it long. I don't know. Without that virgin line, yeah. Fixed risk reward, yeah. I don't know. I personally don't trade CHF JPY pairs. But it definitely hits with that bias, so I definitely like that, where it's up with the bias for the day. So you trade like a 3 candle formation. I personally felt like that the candle formation was overextended, but just because of the base of all the candles, so that's why I didn't take it as well. But yeah, looks like he covered his loss. Austin covered his loss back in Monday, so that's fucking good. Let's see. I want to see what we do here.
Pasta and add sauce. YouTube Premium has ad-free videos, so you can serve dinner without ad breaks. Try YouTube Premium with 1 month free and cook uninterrupted.
Boom, 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 boom. 47 seconds. Let's see what we do here. I like how we're off the 50 right there. We'll see. We could see a retest and go up, or we could see a bounce and go up, or basically a break and then reverse. Five seconds. I want to see something kind of like that. we'll see what we do here. Hmm. 30 seconds. I want to see this candle close bullish. I want to see some momentum. Momentum? No? No momentum. Alright. Liquid 50 starting to rise again. I like that. TL is rising. RSI is rising. Not getting in yet. I want momentum. Come on. Okay, I got in. Ooh, there we go. Fucking momentum. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Trade that momentum toward the upside. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. You guys can't fucking handle that. It's just simple momentum. Let's go. You gotta trade with the trend. You gotta trade with the momentum. If you don't trade with the momentum, you're not gonna make money consistently. At least in my opinion. That's why I waited for confirmation. So we're literally almost at 1 hour already. Fucking insane. Watch to lock my stop at break even and close half.
Preservation of style, it's really about appreciating and celebrating these old world things in the new world. The first step to being practical in a business approach was that I was going to have
Practical? What the heck?
I'm not technologically savvy, so
So much ads. Oh, almost 1 hour. Let's go. 8. We're at 1 hour right now. Close half. Let's go. Lock my stop at break even at around, what is it, 178, 108. Actually, I'm gonna move it at break even basically. But yeah, close half. Let's go. Alright, hey guys, what's going on? So we took our first trade of the day, basically on US 100. I was waiting for the pullback, it happened, and then I'm trading the pullback toward the upside. So we already hit 1R right over here. I locked my stop into break even, and then I closed half. So I'm out half of the position already, and this thing could definitely have potential to go up today. So yeah, just literally stuck to my rules and stuck to the plan. Didn't let my emotions get to me. I wanted to buy this thing, but I was waiting patiently for the pullback, and it just happened, and now I got compensated literally in less than like 15 minutes. I, quickly made money, closed half, and now I'm locked into profit. So, I cannot lose money on this trade. So really fucking awesome trade with on GJ on Nasdaq 100. Just happy sticking to my rules. Literally came back from this fucking red day, that red day on Monday, and came back better. So let's go. I like this opportunity, to be honest. Let's go. boom, boom. Yeah, I love this, guys. You know, I was down on the week, and now, you know, I stay patient to the game. Did not let anything in emotions, like emotions, get to me, and just fucking killed it. Literally up about almost almost 3%, so about 2.75, so almost 3%. And with this trade going up more, I'm probably gonna close another like the rest of the half of the position at 3%. So literally Wednesday, almost 3%. Let's go. It's fucking sticking to your rules and sticking to the plan and just being consistent with your rules every single fucking day in the system. Hey, let's go. We're pushing back up.
YouTube Premium, whatever. But so far, guys, I'm really having a fucking awesome week. Fucking awesome, fucking awesome trade. Like, I was fucking down. Literally, 0.60% this week, and I fucking took it well. This trade, for real, like, I'm being honest with you guys, it's most likely gonna hit fucking the high of ADR, in my opinion. The reason why is just because of how bullish it is. And so, I'm keeping a piece of this trade in. I'm 50% in still, and I'm gonna keep it in, guys. Like, honestly, like, it's just fucking, like, I'm killing it. I was concentrated on my wins. I was concentrated on, trying to become better, and I fucking killed it. It's all about the consistency. It's all about, being emotionless. Don't look at the market like it's you want to get your money back after a loss. Think of it of the system. Look at the system and fucking go for it. You know. If I get stopped out, it is what it is. Just look, it's trying to go down. But anyways, I took about 50%, 0.50% on this trade already. So I'm more than happy about it. I stuck to my rules and. It looks like I'm gonna get stopped out on this half.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, shut up.
Oh, did it tap me out? Let me check. Oh, it didn't tap me out. Literally, just barely almost tapped me out. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. 0.52%. But anyways, if it stops me out, it stops me out. Honestly, I took a good winner out of that, and I waited patiently for it, and I made money on that, guys. And I think that's what's important than anything else, is waiting patiently for the trade setup to come to you properly, and that's what I did. So I'm more than happy about that. It's off a level, you know. It's bullish divergence, you know, and it bounced from the 50, and I was going to take it long, so it made sense. It absolutely made more than sense to me. So I actually took it as a B setup instead of a C setup, and that's why I risked a little bit more. But yeah, made easy money on that. Literally made money on that in less than. I probably got stopped out from that, but I made money off literally from this push right over here, 50%, just like that. I mean, not 50%, but 0.50% in like less than 15 minutes of me like entering on the trade and, you know, trading the momentum. So this is how I entered the trade. I traded it based on the momentum push, and I made money, literally 1 hour, just like that. So yeah, more than happy about that. You know, just gonna let it do whatever it wants. I probably got stopped out from that. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna re-enter, just because I think I'm done trading for the day. I'm green on 2 trades, JP, JPY, and US 100. So I'm literally more than fucking happy about my trades, and I'm just gonna let everything run. And, you know, yeah. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys fucking need any help or anything like that, please feel free to go to my Instagram and DM me. And then, as well as, also I have my free mentorship. So if you guys are, you know, wanting some help from me, whether that, you know, is in your trading, in your systems, in the psychology, please, you know, don't feel free to check that link in my bio. It's a free mentorship. Let's get into a 30-minute call and see, you know, what are the ways that I can personally help you out to become a better trader in our community, or just a better trader if you're not a part of our community. So yeah, appreciate you guys. You know, I'm gonna be back tomorrow, Thursday, 5 a.m. Central Time Zone. You know, let's hit it. Let's, you know, be consistent with it, and, you know, let's end the week with, you know, up to 5% hopefully. So yeah, hope you guys fucking like this live stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 a.m. Central Time Zone.
Get ready for new playlists personalized for you. With new Release Mix, Your Mix, and Discover Mix, you'll easily find music that you'll...